show you almost the end result. So this is just the dresser right now, and I'm gonna show you what I did to it because I forgot to hit record the whole entire time I was doing this. So I'm just gonna tell you what I did. So once I was down, I used a 220 grit sanding block, and I just sanded down everything like this. Then I got my staining sponges, and I did the first coat, which is the Varathane Weathered Oak, and I did the wipe on with a staining sponge, wipe off method with either a painter's rag, or I just was cheap and used one of my dad's cotton t-shirts. It's simple, you don't need to buy a whole thing for it. So literally, the Weathered Oak, I just did like a swipe. As soon as I swiped, I wiped off with the painter's rag, and I did that on the whole entire thing. Same with the top, I did like a wipe. I didn't do the whole section, I did it by section, so I did like first half, the middle, and then the next half of the top of the dresser, just to make sure that none of it was staying on much longer than the other piece. So once I did that, I just did one quick layer of the Varathane Weathered Oak, and the Weathered Oak is honestly pretty much like a gray. So I really wanted to do a mix because it gives it, if you can see, it's got like little like darker brown colors, and it just gives it more like character. If you can see up here, just that gray underneath gives it dimension. So once I did the Weathered Oak, I went ahead with the Varathane Early American, and I did 2 coats of this. So originally I was just going to do 1, but then I did 1 and it wasn't dark enough. So I did 2 coats of the Early American in the same method, you know, with that. I did the wipe on with the stain sponge, wipe off with the painter's rag / cotton shirt. And I did that on the whole entire thing, and I let that sit probably for about 30 minutes before I went in with my polyurethane. And save yourself time and get a matte poly. If you want matte or if you want a shiny finish, I personally liked a matte finish. So I did a matte polyurethane, and it's 1 coat equals 3 coats. So once I was done putting that on, I just sanded down the whole entire thing just with the 220 grit sanding block, and I could not be more happy with the results. I still can't believe I took it from a fuchsia dark purple to... Huge shout out to Kourtni from House on Longwood Lane. I don't know how she does this, but it is such an incredible hack, and I suggest you guys look it up because I could not be more happy with how this turned out, and I can't wait to see the end results.